In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create really epic lead lines like that using repeated octave patterns. Now, repeated octave patterns, it sounds quite self-explanatory. What we're doing is we're taking a pattern and repeating it an octave higher or lower, and then another octave higher or lower. And that's pretty much as simple as that, but let me show you a really cool way, and it's very simple to do that. What I like about this technique is you get those kind of lines that sound like they are being played on a piano. You know how a piano's kind of lead lines cover multiple octaves. We can cover 3 octaves with this technique. So we are going to be using the G major pentatonic scale, or the E minor pentatonic, however you want to put it, but we're going to be using a very specific shape of the pentatonic scale, and we are going to be using a 2-string variation of it. So let's take a look at how to play it. We're playing 3-5-7 on the low E string, and then we're playing 5-7 on the A string. And then all we're doing is we're taking those 2 strings and playing the exact same shape an octave higher. So we are going to be playing 5-7-9 on the D string and 7-9 on the G string. Simple as that. And then 1 octave higher again, exactly the same shape starting at the 8th fret of the B string. 8, 10, 12, and then 10, 12 on the high E string. Now, you don't have to use the pentatonic scale to make this work. You can use any scale as long as you use it in these groups of 2 strings and repeat it an octave higher each time on the next 2 strings. So let's take a look at a basic lick we could do using this shape. So first of all, take a listen to how it sounds. So let me play that slowly for you. So what we're doing there is playing 3-5-7 on the low E string, 5-7 on the A string, then 7 on the E string, then 5-7 on the A string. It's an 8-note pattern. And then we repeat it on those next 2 strings. 5-7-9, 7-9, 9-7-9. And then again on the next 2 strings. 8, 10, 12, 10, 12, 12, 10, 12. And it's really as simple as that. Now, this is an 8-note pattern, and with this particular pattern we run into a little bit of a problem, and that problem is the listener is going to hear that we're playing the same pattern repeated 3 times, and what we want is we want it to sound like one really long pattern. So how can we do that? Because our ears are accustomed to hearing things in 4s and 8s, or whatever the feel of the music is. It could be triplets, so we're hearing things in 3s, but typically in most music we're hearing things in 4s and 8s. If I'm playing a pattern that has 8 notes in it, then the listener is going to hear the repetition every single time. If I move to an odd number like 7 or 9 or 11, then every time you repeat a new phrase, it's not going to sound like a new phrase because it's not starting on a point that the listener is kind of familiar with. And then that creates the illusion that we're playing one complicated pattern all across the neck. So let's take a look at a few licks that I've created. I've done a 7-note pattern, I've done a 9-note pattern, and I've done an 11-note pattern. The 11-note pattern is that lick that I played right at the beginning of the video. I'll be showing you how to play that. So here's the 7-note pattern. This is a descending pattern. And I'll play it slowly. So what am I doing there? I'm playing 7 notes, and these are the notes. We're playing 12, 10 on the high E string, 12 on the B string, then going to 10 on the high E string, going back up again, then descending again. 12, 10, 8. And what I do is it's very legato. Wherever I can do a pull off, I will do a pull off. And then from the 10th fret to the 8th fret, I am playing a slide. And then we're repeating that pattern an octave lower. So we are playing 9-7 on the G string, 9 on the D string, then ascending again to the 7th fret of the G string, and then playing 9-7-5 on the D string. Remember, sliding those last 2 notes. And then the same thing on the lower octave. 7, 5 on the A string, 7 on the low E string, 5 on the A string, 7, 5, 3 on the low E string. So that was the first lick. Each set of 2 strings, I'm playing 7 notes, and you get a cool vibe from that. Now the next lick is an ascending lick, and it's a group of 9 notes. So let's take a listen to that. So let me play that slowly for you. So this one's quite a simple one. I am just ascending the pentatonic scale, all 5 notes, and then I'm ascending the scale again, but starting on the second note, like that. 5 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then just moving up to the next octave and the next octave again. And then, but obviously we're not stopping, and we do it all in one go. So there you go, there's 9. And the higher you can go with these patterns in terms of how many notes, the more the listener is not going to realise that you're playing a repeated pattern. The final lick, I played it in the beginning, but I'm going to play it again one more time here, so you can just recap it. Sounds like this. And slowly. So as I said, this is a group of 11, and what we are doing is we are adding some taps into this one, and we're going outside of that pentatonic box that I showed you. So we're tapping the 15th fret of the high E string. And the taps we are doing are 3 notes higher than the highest note of our pentatonic shape. So the highest note of our pentatonic shape is the 12th fret. We're going to be tapping the 15th fret. So we're tapping the 15th fret of the high E string, pulling off to the 12th and the 10th. Then what we're doing is we're tapping the 15th fret of the B string, then pulling off to the 12th, 10th, 8th, hammering back onto the 10th, 12th, then pulling off back again to the 10th and then the 8th again. So that's the pattern altogether. Then of course we move it down an octave and it sounds like this. And we're tapping the 12th fret of the G and the D strings. 12, 9, 7, 12, 9, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5. Then to the lowest octave, we're tapping the 10th fret. So we're playing 10, 7, 5, 10, 7, 5, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. All together. And I'm pulling off to the low E string as well when I finish that, because it sounds quite satisfying to do that. So there you have it, some odd note groupings with repeated octave patterns. They are really gonna make your lead licks sound very epic, and they have a kind of cool cascading sound that really covers a lot of space on the fretboard. So if you found this video useful, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell as well so that you're notified every single time I release a new video. And let me know what you thought in the comments. Is there anything else you'd like to see on my channel? Let me know in the comments. And also head to the description where you can get the first 2 chapters of my book for free. That book's called Chord Charisma, and what it's going to show you is how to create a basic chord progression, but then turn it into a more advanced idea with chord extensions like 6th, 7th, 9th, 11th and 13th to create some more sophisticated sounds. So definitely check that out if chord progressions are your thing. It's just the first 2 chapters, but you're going to learn a lot from it and it's completely free. So definitely check it out. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.